As a child, he loved both mathematics and music. A strange mix, right? But this balance between logic and art became his greatest strength. His mother, Marie-Joseph Savinel, loved the piano and was fascinated by culture. She took Bernard to art museums and concerts, nurturing his love for creativity. She once said, "Luxury is where art meets function." Bernard remembered that for life. Part 3. The Polytechnique Path. Engineering meets elegance. Bernard didn't go to a fashion school. He studied engineering at the prestigious École Polytechnique in Paris. This university trained some of the smartest people in France. There, he wasn't just a numbers guy. He started thinking about systems, structures, and how things work. From machines to businesses. After graduating, most students went to big tech or government jobs. But Bernard, he chose to return home, to work with his father. It wasn't glamorous, but it was a test. Could he turn something small into something great? Part 4. Reinventing the family business. At just 22 years old, Bernard entered his father's construction company. He noticed something quickly. It had potential, but it was stuck. Bernard had a big idea. Let's leave construction. Let's go into real estate. At the time, real estate was booming in France. His father hesitated. Construction was safe. But Bernard convinced him. They sold the industrial branch and invested in property. It worked. They began developing residential and holiday properties across France. This was Bernard's first transformation, turning a construction company into a real estate powerhouse. But this was just his warm-up. Part 5. The risky move, entering the world of fashion. In 1984, something unusual caught Bernard's eye. A French textile group called Boussac Saint Frère was bankrupt. Most people saw failure. Bernard saw opportunity. Why? Because Boussac owned Christian Dior, one of France's most legendary fashion brands. Bernard moved fast. He used $15 million of his own money, borrowed more, and bought the entire group. But then he did something bold. He sold off everything except Dior. He was laser-focused. Dior was the heart. People called him crazy, a real estate guy entering luxury fashion. But he saw what others didn't. He didn't just want to sell products. He wanted to sell dreams. Part 6. Building the LVMH Empire, a vision beyond Dior. Bernard Arnault wasn't interested in staying small. He didn't just want Christian Dior. He wanted a collection of the most prestigious luxury brands in the world. He wanted to dominate the market, not just participate in it. In 1987, he made a game-changing move. Bernard merged Louis Vuitton, a historic French leather goods brand, with Moët Hennessy, the giant in champagne and spirits. This wasn't just business. This was the birth of LVMH Moët Hennessy Louis Vuitton. LVMH wasn't just a luxury company, it was a collection of visionary brands: Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Bulgari, Fendi, Givenchy, and more. Every brand represented craftsmanship, quality, and prestige. Today, LVMH is the world's largest luxury goods conglomerate, an empire with more than 70 brands in fashion, spirits, cosmetics, and even art. But Bernard knew something other CEOs didn't. He didn't just buy companies for their brands. He bought heritage and vision. His secret? He believed in quality over quantity. Part 7. The Visionary Leader. Challenges and Triumphs. Bernard faced a lot of criticism. People didn't always understand him. Some called him ruthless. Others called him the Terminator because of his sharp business moves. But Bernard didn't care. He once said, "In business, you need to be able to make decisions and stick with them. It's not about being liked. It's about being successful." And successful he was. Bernard used his skills to turn LVMH into the symbol of luxury. He faced resistance from competitors and critics, but he always moved forward. He understood the importance of brand loyalty, making each product something people couldn't imagine living without. Through all of this, Bernard never forgot the art of patient growth. He didn't rush. He chose the right partners, carefully nurtured each brand, and waited for his empire to blossom. Part 8. The Arnault Family. Legacy and Leadership. Behind every great business is a great family, and Bernard's family is a central part of LVMH's success. He has five children: Delphine, Antoine, Alexandre, Frederic, and Jean. Each of them plays a pivotal role in maintaining the legacy of the LVMH empire. For Bernard, family isn't just about blood, it's about shared vision and teamwork. He has always believed that the family would continue the journey. His kids were not just heirs to the throne, they were partners in building the future. Part 9. Delphine Arnault, the leader of Dior. Let's start with Delphine Arnault, Bernard's eldest daughter. Delphine didn't follow the path of just being a rich kid or living in her father's shadow. She became CEO of Christian Dior, one of the most famous luxury brands in the world. She brought innovation while maintaining the heritage of the brand. Under her leadership, Dior grew to new heights, blending the classic with the modern. Delphine's style is refined, her ideas bold, and her leadership is helping shape the future of the company. Bernard has always said, "It is not enough to maintain traditions. You must innovate." That is how you make history. Part 10. Antoine Arnault, the visionary communicator. Antoine Arnault, Bernard's eldest son, may not be as famous as his sister Delphine, but he's no less important. Antoine serves as the head of communication and image at LVMH. He is the face of the company, managing its relationships with the world. His job is critical. He ensures that LVMH brands stay connected to the right audience. He helps tell the story of each brand. He's also the one responsible for ensuring that LVMH's global presence continues to grow through strategic partnerships. Antoine has said, "A brand is not a product. A brand is a promise." Antoine's work in maintaining that promise across LVMH's many brands is essential to the company's continued success. Part 11. Alexandre Arnault, the future innovator. Alexandre Arnault, Bernard's second son, has always had an eye for innovation and the future. He joined Tag Heuer, one of LVMH's leading watch brands, and helped transform it into a more digital, modern powerhouse. Alexandre is the youngest of the Arnault children, but his influence is already felt strongly in the company. He didn't just carry the family legacy, he redefined it. His efforts in integrating technology with luxury brands show that luxury isn't about staying stuck in the past. It's about adapting and embracing change. Alexandre's strategic focus on the digital space is guiding LVMH's expansion into the online world, reaching new, younger customers without losing the core values of elegance and quality. Part 12. Frederic Arnault, a new era in watchmaking. Frederic Arnault, Bernard's fourth son, is known for his work at Tag Heuer, but his influence is spreading across many areas of LVMH. With a deep love for watchmaking and engineering, Frederic has led the brand into a new era of high-tech craftsmanship. He believes that luxury watches should reflect the advanced technology of today, while still holding on to the artistry of yesterday. Under his leadership, Tag Heuer is embracing smartwatches, blending tradition and technology, and challenging the status quo in the watchmaking industry. Frederic said, "The future of luxury is not just about tradition, it's about innovation and craftsmanship combined." His work is helping LVMH stay ahead in an ever-changing market, where tech is becoming as important as tradition. Part 13. The global impact. LVMH and the world. While Bernard Arnault's LVMH is French at heart, its reach is global. From Paris to Tokyo, New York to Beijing, LVMH's products are symbols of luxury and success. But what does LVMH truly represent beyond its profits? Cultural influence, luxury, innovation. LVMH is an ambassador for French craftsmanship, style, and excellence, and it continues to raise the bar for what it means to create world-class products. Every brand under LVMH has a distinct story, but all of them carry one important theme: quality. LVMH shapes what luxury means in the 21st century. Part 14. Giving back. Bernard Arnault's charitable contributions. Despite his wealth, Bernard Arnault has always focused on more than just making money. He is deeply invested in charitable causes and the arts. The LVMH Foundation, for instance, was created to support contemporary art and culture. One of the foundation's most well-known initiatives is the Louis Vuitton Foundation for Creation, which promotes art and culture through exhibitions, scholarships, and various cultural projects. But Bernard's charitable efforts aren't just about art. They're about creating a legacy that transcends fashion. It's about giving back to the world, ensuring that the future has the same opportunities to create and build as the generations before it. Part 15. The Key to Success. The Arnault Family Philosophy. Bernard Arnault has always believed that the secret to success lies in one simple idea: patience, innovation, and passion. This philosophy guides both Bernard and his children. He has taught them to work together, to keep the family united and focused on the long-term vision of LVMH. Trust is key. In the Arnault family, everyone knows their role, and they play it to perfection. Bernard's success didn't happen overnight. It was built on decades of hard work, sacrifice, and vision. Today, his family is not just a family. They are a business empire, and they're setting a new standard for how family businesses can thrive for generations. Part 16. Building the Future, the Next Generation of LVMH Leaders. As Bernard Arnault steps back from the day-to-day operations of LVMH, the future of the company rests in the hands of his children. The next generation of Arnauts is already making waves, and their leadership is poised to take LVMH to even greater heights. The Arnault children have embraced modern leadership styles, combining their father's focus on quality and luxury with an emphasis on technology, sustainability, and global markets. They understand that in a changing world, LVMH must adapt without compromising its core values. One thing is clear: the Arnault family is not only keeping their father's legacy alive, they are shaping its future. Part 17. Embracing Sustainability, a Vision for the Future. As the world faces growing concerns about the environment, Bernard Arnault and his family are committed to making LVMH a leader in sustainability. From the sourcing of materials to the production of their products, sustainability is becoming a cornerstone of their business model. LVMH is focused on reducing its carbon footprint, improving its supply chain, and using more eco-friendly materials. But it's not just about doing the right thing. It's about ensuring that luxury products can still be crafted in a way that is ethical and sustainable. Bernard Arnault has often stated, "Luxury should not be a burden on the planet. It should enhance its beauty." This forward-thinking philosophy is being passed down to the next generation, ensuring that LVMH remains relevant not only in business, but also in making a positive impact on the world. Part 18. Bernard Arnault's Philosophy on Leadership. Throughout his career, Bernard Arnault has adhered to a specific leadership philosophy that has shaped his success. It's simple, but it works. Trust your team, innovate constantly, and never compromise on quality. Bernard has said, "A leader's role is to inspire, not to dictate." By focusing on collaboration and creativity, Bernard has built an empire that doesn't just make money, it inspires people. His leadership style emphasizes respect for individuals, while also making sure that the company's vision is crystal clear. This approach has led LVMH to become not just a business, but a symbol of excellence. Part 19. The Impact of LVMH Beyond Business. Bernard Arnault's legacy is not just about wealth or business success, it's about cultural influence. LVMH is a symbol of French culture, and it plays a massive role in the global luxury market. But more than that, it shapes what luxury means in the modern world. Through art, design, and sophisticated craftsmanship, LVMH is at the forefront of cultural innovation. The Arnault family is focused on creating a lasting cultural legacy, ensuring that their influence is felt long after their careers end. Whether through art galleries, fashion shows, or philanthropy, Bernard Arnault and his family have created a unique space where business, culture, and luxury collide. They understand that true success is measured not only by profit, but also by cultural contribution. Part 20: Inspiring the Next Generation. A Call to Action. The story of Bernard Arnault and his family is a story of vision, determination, and legacy. From humble beginnings to building the world's largest luxury conglomerate, the Arnault family has shown that with the right mindset, you can achieve extraordinary things. As we look to the future, Bernard's journey offers powerful lessons for us all. Patience and persistence. Great things take time. Be patient and stay focused on your goals. Innovation is key. Never stop improving. Embrace change and innovation to stay ahead. Family and teamwork. Success is never achieved alone. Surround yourself with people you trust and work together toward a common goal. Leave a legacy. Think beyond profits. Create something that lasts, something that makes a difference. Bernard Arnault and his family didn't just build wealth, they built a legacy. And if they can do it, so can you. So, what's your next move? Are you ready to take action and build your own legacy? The future is waiting. Make it yours. If there's one thing we can learn from Bernard Arnault and his family, it's that success isn't just about having the right resources. It's about having the right mindset. It's about perseverance, vision, and an unwavering belief in what you're creating. As you move forward, remember, the world is filled with opportunities. It's up to you to seize them. So, go ahead, dream big, stay focused, and build something that inspires the world. The legacy starts with you. And that concludes our documentary on Bernard Arnault and family, a family that not only redefined luxury, but created a new standard for success, sustainability, and leadership.